everyone, this is Chris from Cornerstone Gear. Welcome back to another Hockey 101 series video where we're talking a little bit about fundamentals of hockey. So today I wanted to concentrate on some of the generalities of shooting and kind of get into how to practice your shots, right? So we'll do a series of videos after this that will go through each shot type. So we'll look at wrist shots, snap shots, slap shots, and backhands, and be able to dive in a little bit more to the mechanics of those and show you good technique on each one of those. For this video, rather than doing that, I kind of want to just concentrate on stuff that will apply and mechanics that will apply to all your shots and things that you should be thinking about when you're doing each one. So let's dive in. So the first thing I usually talk about with new players is body position and how they practice. So a lot of players, when they come out and they start when they're shooting, they grab the puck, they get this way to the net, and they start trying to do their shot against the net like this, right? So that's a couple of reasons why that doesn't work real well. One is it's hard to generate power when your body is this way. Your power really wants to drive forward, and you get good release going forward. This way, you're kind of turning against all that and trying to push against it. The other thing is we don't generally skate sideways, so it's going to be real hard for us to translate that from our synthetic ice or our practice ice out onto the rink when we're trying to score a goal in game. So you generally want to practice how you play, and you're going to be, 90% of your shots going to be going towards the goal like this, your skates and your toes pointed towards the goal. So generally speaking, you kind of want to practice that way. So that's kind of your first mechanic there. Second thing is looking at your legs. First, legs generate all your power. So I'd say 75-85% of your shot power is going to come from your weight transfer in your legs. So two things there. One is getting yourself into a nice athletic stance and stable base, right? So any type of good shot that you're going to do, any type of athletic shot is going to come from a stable base where you have more balance and more that will generate more accuracy and power. So generally speaking, it's a little bit more than shoulder width apart. You're bending your knees. Lower to the ice helps you keep that puck under control too, and keeps you stable. Second thing is your weight transfer, right? So big thing in shots is weight transfer. I think it's one of the more overlooked things, especially for newer players coming into the game. The way to kind of think about this maybe is like a baseball player, right? So when they're hitting the ball, they have a bunch of power stored up on their left side like this, and then they're going to release all that power into their right leg and hit that ball with all that power going that way. That's the same thing in hockey. You want to have that power going from one direction to another so that it's going towards your shot, right? So you have both inside, you can do a shot off your inside leg or a shot off your outside leg, but the key is going to be transferring the power to one or the other, right? And making sure that that's moving towards your target. So third, positioning of your hands on the stick and where your arms are in relation to your body on your shot. So the top hand, I usually say, you want about 90-degree angle, and then all you can do is drop it down and put it on top of the stick like that with your thumb pointing straight down. This other hand is a little bit more where it feels comfortable, but you want to take, I usually think about that distance from your elbow down and just kind of somewhere in that neighborhood. Too far up here, you're not going to have a lot of control, and you're not going to be able to get any flex on your stick. You do want that flex to be able to go into your stick so that it transfers into power going forward in your shot. And if you have it too far up, you can't do that. Too far down is the same thing. You're not going to be able to get it on the kick point here and get that going, or you're not going to have as much, maneuverability with your shot. So yeah, just somewhere comfortable. That's kind of in that range of that. The other thing is with the arms and the hands is kind of getting your top hand out from your body, right? So this is something where, you can kind of I get sloppy with too, where your arm comes in a little bit and it's harder to generate power that way. So you really do want that arm out a little ways when you're shooting, right? So that you're pulling the hand down. As you're releasing, you're pulling that hand down and transferring your weight. That gives you kind of the maximum amount of power going into your shot. So pulling that down and getting that release going, and then having those arms spread out, or that hand spread out about that much is real good. So finally, aiming. So another thing that I see with a lot of very new players, they concentrate more on trying to get the puck in the air than they do actually where that shot is going. So, at the start that might be okay, but you really want very quickly to translate yourself into looking at your targets, right? So you can get one of the goalie mats up here, or get targets set up where you're thinking about it, or just when you're doing stick time practice, you know, and you're out on the ice, making sure that you're hitting, and you're always thinking about hitting an area on the net, right? Pick something out that's specific and try to hit it. I can't tell you how much that translates into gameplay where your eyes see a spot in the net for you, like left hand's open. That'll immediately transfer into a shot up to the left corner if you're used to practicing that accuracy getting up there. So you really want to have that from a really early on stage in your game to being able to translate that into the target zone. So I hope this has helped. Those are some of my basic fundamentals of shooting that I kind of wanted to get into you before we started going into the mechanics of each shot type, which we'll do in subsequent videos. But for now, that's going to have to do it for today. So hopefully, there's a little demonstration of shot. Make sure we're facing forward, got an athletic stance and aiming at something, right? Well, I hope to see you in the next video. Make sure you like and subscribe, and thank you for watching.